All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful, what day is it? Thursday. Blessings to everybody. In the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah, even if you are not religious, well, I still pray that you and your family are super blessed as usual, guys. Man, what a day. Bitcoin is the top in. You guys saw the thumbnail? Open mouth, hand over here. You know what I'm saying? V-neck shirt, the deep V. Shout out to Crypto Jewfish. What's going on, my man? Shout out to Prez Mislaw Bagala. He says, hello, brother. Guys, look, it's very important that you know that if you comment on this video from yesterday, I pinned it in the comment, breakout today. Okay, in this video, where we talked about the short trade, right? About the fake out of the triangle into the $36,000 target with the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man-boo pattern on the 4-hour time frame. All right. If we can get 1,500 comments on this video, we'll be giving away 1,000 USDT once again, guys, because yesterday, the juicy long trade. All right, I'm gonna share some of these profits with you guys, man. I closed this thing out for over $7,000 profit. Man, it was juicy as heck. Praise God. You know what a huge blessing. And now we're in a short trade. All right, from the key level. Why are we short? Well, we were looking for that short, guys. You know, did we get the bearish Sam Bankman-Fried man-boo pattern on the 4-hour? We're gonna talk about it. All right, we're going to talk about it. We're in a little bit of a Bitcoin long here as well. Got some bearish CBD forming here. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to take out a little bit. I'm going to take out a little bit now before we get into the analysis. Let's mark it out. 1 Bitcoin. Whoa, almost marked it out. 101 Bitcoin, oh my goodness. Sheesh. There we go, baby. There we go. Alrighty. Now, if this long keeps pumping, we're going to take some profit at the Fibonacci golden pocket at 35,346. 35,346. Going to take out another Bitcoin if that happens, all right? Alrighty, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We are live. God bless you all. God bless you all. Shout out to Efini Maza. He says, let's get liquidated. Let's not. 8 hours printing a red dot with money flow coming down. We may see more downside. Yeah, you're right. All right. Shout out to Why Not Van. How did you that entry? Why Not Van, man? Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, cuz look, man, I gave it away for free in yesterday's video, and right in the Casper crew, we gave the setup. We were waiting for that level, man. We're waiting for the level 35,950. Been waiting for it. Wanted to see bearish divergences on the 4-hour time frame, the 1 hour, the 24, and the 12, which technically we did. I don't really like the look of this high. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't like the look of this high. All right. It makes me think we're going to come back for another high. Okay. It makes me think we're going to come back for another high, to be honest with you. A lot of liquidity at 34K. Yeah, 34K, 33,950 area. Yes, I agree. That's where I have my next take profit on my short, as you can see here. And that's where I'm looking for another long as well. Shout out to Mastermind Infinite. Jay is the market maker. Man, I wish I was the market maker, man. Shout out to Sebastian Wins. You need a win? Well, all right, we're gonna be getting into this analysis. Guys, if you want to win $1,000, go comment on the video from yesterday, where yesterday morning we were looking at this triangle, saying we're going to break out for a fake out with the upside down bearish Sam Bankman-Fried man-boo pattern. Okay, so, I mean, wow, what do you know? That's what happened. Okay, so what's going on with Bitcoin? All right, is the top in? Let me get. What do you think in the poll? All right, let me know. Is the top in? Most of you guys say no. All right, 55% people say no. So okay, and 45% of you say yeah, and no. Okay, so is the top in? Let's analyze this Bitcoin price. All right. So what has happened here is the following. We put in this high here, right? That first big pump on Monday. I'll never forget, Monday, October 23rd. I remember where I was too. I was in a hotel with my wife. We were on a baby moon. We had just gotten back from a crazy hike. We were about to go out for dinner. All right. It was a nice dinner too. I had O'Doul's non-alcoholic beer. I very seldom do I drink beer, and I hate alcohol. I hate what it does to me, so I like beer. Had a non-alcoholic beer. While I'm sipping this non-alcoholic beer, I get an alert. Oh my goodness, Bitcoin pumping! All right, hit some juicy longs, some take profits. In fact, I still got one of those longs open right now. My goal for this long trade is to make a whole Bitcoin. I'm up 0.79 Bitcoin on this long. My goal is to make a whole Bitcoin on one trade. Do you think I can do it? Let me know in the chat, okay? And we put in that double top here, and we know that we front ran a very important area of resistance. A very, very important area of resistance. Now, whenever you come up to a level like this, and you start to form some kind of a flag or a range, front-running key resistance, you have to think to yourself, we're probably going to come up and hit that resistance. We're not going to front-run a level, a massive level. What level was it, by the way? It was none other than the Fibonacci, all right, the Fibonacci 382 from the all-time high on Bitcoin to the all-time low. The all-time low at $15,000. Bitcoin's never been lower than 15,000. All right, never. Wow. Yeah. So look at this. Right when we came up on Monday, October 23rd, we front ran the 382 just by a little bit, and so we're thinking to ourselves, man, I don't see any bearish divergences here on the 4-hour time frame, which is why I was still bullish on Monday the 23rd. I was still bullish. Actually, it's funny because people are giving me a lot of crap for still being bullish. And I said, guys, the reason I'm still bullish on Bitcoin, even after such a big pump, is because even though, yes, you could say that we have 4-hour bearish divergences here, what we don't have is the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boot pattern. Right? For me, the top isn't in until the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boot pattern. All right, what is this? It's where the money flow on market Cipher is also getting lower. Not just the momentum waves, but also the money flow, right? We wanted to see that happening here. Now let's once again go to our beloved Bitcoin chart here. Now notice something here, the divergence, money flow still getting thick, right? Just below key resistance, money flow getting thick. We want to see that resistance hit with money flow getting lower. Now if you notice, from the time that we made that first high on Monday until now, the money flow is getting thinner, right? Now, Sam Bankman-Fried is rearing his chest for all to see, flopping around with the pepperoni nipples hanging out all over the place, making people bleed. So here's the thing. Is the top in? This is a very bearish pattern. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We have come to a very key area of resistance on a very high time frame. We're talking the monthly time frame, Fibonacci retracement. And we've got so with the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boot pattern on the 4-hour. Okay? Now, in my opinion, this is potentially an area to be looking for a larger short position, a higher, a bigger move, right? I'm not saying necessarily that this was the only opportunity, because in my opinion, based on how the lower time frames look, I find it hard to believe that we're going to just go boom, right? I think we're going to mess around here, trade this range for a little bit more, maybe get ourselves either a lower high opportunity, maybe even take the high again, right, for another short opportunity. Because when we go down to the 24-minute, we didn't actually see the SBF upside down bearish man boot pattern, right? The SBF UBMBP. the sandbagging freed upside down bearish man move pattern, also known as the SBF UBMBP. All right, money flow is still getting higher on these lower time frames, which really makes me think there's a chance that the top is not really in quite yet. All right, I don't think it's going to be that easy, but nonetheless, we can see the bearish thing starting to form on the chart for the first time. Right, for the first time. Now, the reason why I was maintaining a bearish bias, a bullish bias, whoop, Freudian slip. The reason why I was maintaining a bullish bias, guys, all throughout this, taking a lot of crap for it in the YouTube comments, not gonna lie. Right, the reason I was maintaining a bullish bias all throughout this is because we never got the upside down sandbagging free bearish movement pattern. Even though I shorted this wick, I made a video saying I'm sad to say that even though I want this to be the high, even though I want this short to play out back down to 20K because it would make me a lot of money, the charts are still bullish, right? Because if we didn't have the upside down SBF bamboo pattern, now for the first time, guys, literally for the first time now, since August 2023, I'm saying things are starting to look bearish, right? Things are starting to look bearish for Bitcoin. Okay, does that mean we dump? Like I said, we can't know for certain. All right, now we have rejected from the level that we gave in the Casper crew, right? The trade setup we gave in the Casper crew. We technically do have the confirmations we gave in the Casper crew. They just don't look as toppy as I would like. All right, we've got the upside down sandbagging free bearish movement pattern. All right, shout out to all the bears yesterday hating on my long. Okay, we got that pump, baby. See? I told you I told you to mark it down. Right? I'm not trying to brag here, but I'm just saying, look, market Cipher. People hate on market Cipher. It don't lie. All right? It doesn't lie. It does sometimes lie, all right? But most of the time, it doesn't lie, all right? So that's where we're at right now. So what is going on? We are back inside the range. All right? We are back inside the range, and we are currently right now getting a little bit of a bounce from none other than the Fibonacci golden pocket. Right? Why are we getting a bounce here? Well, it's because we came down to the Fibonacci golden pocket retest, which is right here at around 34,400, which is why I went for the long right from the golden pocket. Right? Why not? Why not? It's the chances are very slim that you can get a big dump all morning, come down to a golden pocket, and not get at least some kind of bounce from it, right? Chances are slim, right? Mark that one down. Because that's, I mean, it's just true. Now, here's what I'm thinking right now, okay? Here's what I'm thinking right now. As we take a look at this, right? Yes, we're bouncing from the Fibonacci golden pocket, but just underneath the Fibonacci golden pocket, we have another level, which I think is a little bit nicer, and that is the 786 Fibonacci, right? The 786 Fibonacci. And the reason why I think that's a little bit nicer is because basically what's going on right now, guys, is this, right? What's going on right now is this. Whenever you have a sideways range, in fact, let's go to the ByBit chart. The ByBit chart is king, baby. All right, I enjoy the ByBit chart. So let's check out the ByBit chart. All right, here we go. Let's remove everything on the ByBit chart. Okay, so look at this. Whenever you have any kind of sideways range, right, you need to understand that you have your range high, which is determined by that first high that we put in. And then we also have our ultimate range low, which I say is right down here, right? And so these are the parameters of our range. And then we have what's known as the value area. The value area is where the market determines the asset to be considered fair value throughout the time that it's trading sideways, right? So right now we know that the fair value for Bitcoin since Monday, October 23rd, when I was sipping on that non-alcoholic beer, all right, with my wife, who also was having a non-alcoholic beverage since she is expecting a child, right? This is the fair zone where Bitcoin's been considered fair value. If we come below the fair value zone, it's considered oversold. We can expect a correction back inside the fair value zone. If we come outside the fair value zone, it's overvalued. We expect to move back down inside the fair value zone. So it's no surprise that we came outside that fair value zone into massive resistance. And now we're back down inside the fair value zone. Now that we're down back inside the fair value zone, it actually becomes more probable than not that we make our way back down toward the bottom of this fair value zone. Okay? Now, it just so happens that the bottom of this fair value zone lines up very, very nicely with the Fibonacci 786 pull from the low to the high. Right? Very, very nicely. Right around that 33.8, 33.9-ish area. Right? And so what I would say is this. If we're just trading a sideways range, why not expect to move back down to the low of the range, since we know that now that we've come back down inside the fair value zone, the probabilities are in our favor that we expect to move down to the low of the fair value zone, right? That's just what we can expect, right? And not only that, but if we just take a look here, we can see something else. Something else that really tickles my fancy. It titillates me in every possible way. All right? Talk about some titillation. What do we have? Well, we have to also look at the chart and just acknowledge the fact that a lot of people took long trades from these lows, right? We had 1, 2, 3 opportunities to long $34,100, which means a lot of people have their stop losses under these lows, right? A lot of people are saying, you know what? Yeah, Bitcoin's getting a retracement, but as long as they don't take the low, I'm just going to stay in my long trade because we're still making higher lows. I mean, after all, look at this, right? We're still holding the trend line. We're still making higher lows. Well, how does the market maker work, right? How do the whales work, right? These whales swimming around with their big old tails flopping all over, with their spouts spewing out all their water, trying to liquidate you with all that water, right? If they want to buy Bitcoin, if they want to push the price up, right? What do they need? They need people who are selling Bitcoin. If they want to buy Bitcoin, they need people who are selling Bitcoin. Are people selling Bitcoin right here? Maybe. But I'll tell you what will cause a lot of people to sell Bitcoin is their stop loss is getting hit. Because if you're long and your stop loss gets hit in the order book, that's a sell. Right? So if I was a whale, I'd be lurking down around this area, waiting to buy up all those stop losses. Right? So I could push the price back to the upside. And so this is the next major zone right down here that I'd be interested in. We know there's stop losses going all the way back to Saturday, the 28th of October, Sunday, the 29th of October, Monday, the 30th of October, Tuesday, the 31st of October, Wednesday, the 1st of November, en Espanol, where people have their stop losses underneath. And so if we come down to this area, then we can get a bounce. Now, here's the thing. If we do come down to the value area low of this range, we also have to acknowledge the fact that we are officially now switching into bearish-ish, it's ish market structure, right? Because we were trading in this little range here, right? We have our low, we have our high, we have our higher low, we have our higher high, right? So if we come back down to the low, we will be now not necessarily changing market structure on the very high time frames, but locally, we're taking out all these lows, establishing our first tip-off that, yes, we may be changing market structure here, which means if we come down to the green box and get a bounce, we would then look for a lower high to come in and take this down much lower. And where would we look to take it down to? Well, obviously, we have our support resistance flips back down at these lower levels, right? But really, right now, I'd say this is my general preferred idea for Bitcoin. I would like to see a move down to stop everybody out, maybe between 33,700 and 33,900. That's the general area where I find acceptable for that, right? And then get a bounce. And from the bounce, we will pull our fib and then look for a rejection from the golden pocket zone, value area high, right? For our lower high to come in. And it's not just some random lower high. It's also this support resistance flip that we trade throughout the entire range, right? So that's kind of my preferred scenario right now. Let's check on the Bitcoin long, baby. Yeah, Bitcoin pumping. All right, now we are getting a bounce from the golden pocket. I would not consider this actually a strong move yet, right? We haven't changed market structure at all. Here, this is the 15-minute time frame, right? This is just an initial bounce. Let's check out order flow here. Looks like we're it's hard to say. We've got longs opening up for sure. People are starting to long this. I wouldn't say it looks very bearish right now. Let's go down to a higher time frame. Let's go down to a higher time frame and see what's going on here. CBD, so 52, 51. Yeah, I mean, you could say that there's a very slight amount of bearish absorption happening right now. If we don't make a higher high here, slight amount. Nothing tradable in my opinion. All right. Now, we honestly, in my humble opinion, because again, I don't know anything. I'm just some idiot YouTuber guy in a treadmill, tank top, you know, sweaty, didn't even graduate high school. Okay. But in my opinion, this is not strong until we come above this level. And if we come above this level, then yeah, I'd say there's a chance we could get the coveted WWW pattern. The W pattern, which is basically make a higher low and continue to the upside. Right? So that's kind of what we're looking at now. And that kind of sucks, right? It kind of sucks because, like, obviously I took the long trade. I'm treating it kind of as a scalp right now. Like, worst case scenario, this trade right now, if my stop loss is hit, I'll still exit the trade with about $800, right? So I consider it a safe, risk-free trade right now. But what sucks about it is, you know, I can't really put a lot of confidence in this long right now. I can't put a lot of confidence in this long. I won't have confidence in this long unless we come up above this high and then come down and make a higher low and bounce from the higher low. And if we bounce from the higher low, I'll add to the long down here and say we got ourselves a nice rounded bottom, which is French for rounded bottom. Okay. Yeah, so back to the Bitcoin chart, guys. We also have to understand, right, that hang on, let me hide some of these things. I'm gonna hide some of these things, all right? I'm gonna call this range. Right? Let's take a look at the weekly time frame to really put this into perspective. Actually, forget the weekly. Let's go to the 5-day, all right? The 5-day. So we know that we came into our Fibonacci 382. And that's why we're getting the move down. Fibonacci 382, support resistance flip, 36K. Shout out to Lane Hughes, by the way. Lane Hughes, all right? He's on Twitter. He doesn't have a channel, okay? But he has literally been calling the bear market rally to 36K since right here. I kid you not. And he uses USDT dominance to do it. I'm going to have him on my channel because this dude, his TA is so on point. And it's not just local TA. It's like the macro TA. So on point. Because of the way he looks at these charts. But anyway, we're coming up to a massive area of resistance. Support resistance flip, right? No surprise we're getting a rejection. But here's the thing. If this is going to actually be a real breakout, because don't get me wrong, this is bullish. This is as bullish as Janet Yellen running through the jungle with a laundry basket on her head, with a very toned midsection, but a very fat face with a bearish divergence on it, holding a spear, all right? This chart is extremely bullish. But in order for this, I would say, to be a confirmed breakout, we do need a retest. We need a retest. We need to come back down to the support resistance flip, right? Which is clearly this level, right? It was support all throughout the bull market. It was resistance all throughout the bear market. So, you know, if we actually want to see more upside for Bitcoin, although yes, we could continue to squeeze here, absolutely, absolutely, because we're back inside the fair value zone. But I would say a safer and more healthier move would be something like this. Why this? Because we are coming back down to prove, to show for certainty. We're bringing our evidence to the courthouse. All right, we've got videos and pictures. They might be deep fakes. Who knows nowadays? Who even cares anymore? Reality has become satire. But, you know, look, we're trying to prove that what used to be resistance is now support. And so if we get a move back down here and we're seeing bullish divergences, Sam Bankman-Fried turned his life around, right? And he is now having bullish man boobs. The red pepperoni nibbles have turned green, giving us the green light. Go ahead, push that long button, push that buy button, guys. Right? Then I would say it's very probable that we could see Bitcoin get a move back up to 47,000, the high volume node of the range. Right? Because remember, Once we're back inside a fair value zone, right? The point of control, that's the first place we look. That's why right now, guys, we're actually getting a bounce on Bitcoin, because I don't know if you can see it. I guess you probably can't, but Bitcoin right now is not only bouncing from the golden pocket, it's also bouncing from the point of control of this range. Right? Let's see if the MEXC point of control is the same as the ByBit. I doubt it. But let's check it out. Yeah, look at that, right? So we're bouncing from the high volume node of this range. Let's clean up this chart a little bit so we can see better. All right. Right? We're now that we're back inside the value area, we're bouncing from the center point. Right? So that's what we could also expect for Bitcoin on the high term time frame. Right? Now let's invert the chart. All right? Let's invert this chart and see what we can see here, guys. All right? The reason why we're inverting the chart is because sometimes when you look at the chart upside down, right, you can get a little bit of a better perspective on things. Let's go ahead and put on our other fib levels. Okay. Now, here's the thing, guys. Let's check out what's happening on Market Cipher B. We definitely don't have a divergence here, which is a good thing, right? We don't really have a weekly divergence here, which is a really good thing on Market Cipher B. In addition, money flow is getting higher. So it actually does look like on the weekly time frame, we are going to eventually make our way down, or should I say up, because this is an upside down chart, a little bit more, right? It really does look like that. This is the 5-day, not the week. I'm sorry. Let's go to the week. Oof. Okay. I thought that was the week. So here we are in the week. Potentially bearish divergence here, guys. Right? Potentially divergence right here. Okay? Potentially. Right? Price is getting lower. Momentum's getting higher. Let's go to the daily and see what we see. Okay, so on the daily, I do have to say, it looks actually pretty good. Oh, I don't know, actually. Now that I'm looking at this, I mean, would you look at this? See, this is why it's good to turn the chart upside down to get a realistic perspective. Okay, so on the daily time frame right now, we are in fact printing what appears to be the Sam Bankman-Fried bullish man boot pattern. Money flow, momentum getting higher. Now remember, this is a Bitcoin chart upside down. All right, we turn it upside down because it's good to look at things with a different perspective, right? So money flow is getting higher, momentum waves getting higher as the price is coming to a very key area of support. We can also see that we formed a mini range here. We came and we got a CDW of the initial low. All right. And now we're starting to get some follow through. So look, there is a chance that we will get a very large retracement here. There really is a chance we get a very large retracement here. Okay. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying, objectively speaking, the charts are telling us, number one, we're at key resistance. Number two, we have some pretty bearish signs on Sam Bankman-Fried's chest. And that's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. All right. Now, if we are going to get a retracement here, where are we going to come down to? Right? That's very important. Now, I'm of the firm and fixed belief that any retracement that we get here is going to be bullish for Bitcoin in the long run. Okay, I'm a big believer in the 4-year cycle. Okay, I'm also, and a lot of people forget this, but the euphoria that's out there right now about Bitcoin, I don't know how long you guys have been in crypto, okay, but I vividly remember this back in the summer of 2019, the just kidding bull market. The just kidding bull market. Now, Bitcoin put in its all-time high at 20K in January 2018, right? Then we dumped down all the way to 3K. 85% move to the downside, right? 85% move to the downside. And then what happened? We pumped like crazy. 300% move to the upside. I remember sitting on the toilet vividly, which is where all crypto people and traders love to check the charts. I know. You sit there too long, your legs fall asleep on the toilet. I remember seeing Bitcoin at 14K, thinking to myself, wow, Bitcoin is back at $14,000. I thought, I honestly thought, man, maybe this is it. Like, maybe the bull market's going to be back, right? Remember, this is the bear market, all right? We were closer to the top of the bull market than we were to the bottom of the bear market during the relief rally in the bear market. And then we put in a double bottom back down to 3K. All right, now look at what's happening now. Halving has not happened yet. Bitcoin, from the all-time high, has dumped quite a bit, right? We have dumped down about 76%. And now, from the bottom, we have come up about 131%. All right? So we can't get overly bullish here until the halving happens, in my opinion. So we need to expect, even if we pump up more, even if we hit $47,000, $50,000 into the golden pocket, we need to be ready for a massive pullback that's going to shake a lot of people before the halving, before the real bull market comes. Okay? This is the pattern that we always see. And in my opinion, patterns do repeat. And look, this is not financial advice, but this is what I'm doing. Meaning, if we get a catastrophic pullback, I'm going to be buying the dip. I am going to be trading inverse perpetual to stack my actual Bitcoin, as well as trading linear to stack my Tether. Right? All right, Bitcoin getting its pump on, baby. Come on, baby. Can we hit our next target on the Bitcoin long trade? All right, maybe we'll put our take profit at this high, so if we change market structure, we're going to take a little more profits. All right, I will be looking to compound the short, by the way, in this zone right here. All right, this is short compound zone right here. The compound. All right, the compress. All right, let's see, baby. Now, by the way, where we're bouncing from right now, you know, not only did we give the short setup in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, but this morning, that is one of the levels that we are looking to trade during the New York Open VIP live stream. So, shout out to the Casper Crew, because all these levels are given in advance. All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. That was long scalp number one that we were looking for. That didn't even get a chance to play out because, man, we dipped through there without anything. But this one right here, we want to see bullish divs on the 12, 6, 3, and 1 minute, and maybe the 24 minute as we dip down to this area. And look at this. We go to our 24 minute time frame. If we turn on good old market Cipher, what do we see? We don't see any bullish divs, but we do see a juicy bottom. Honestly, this tells me we're going to get a bounce, but come lower. But then on the 12 minute and down, we see what we want to see. We see bullish divergences on the 12 minute. We see bullish divergences coming in on the 6 minute. We see bullish divergences coming in on the 3 minute as well. We see bullish divergences on the 1 minute. And my favorite time frame for juicy entries, guys, the 5 second. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. We saw the go signal on the 5 second time frame as we came right down to the box, man. Okay? That is crazy. That's how you get some precise entries, I'm telling you. The 5 second. Right? So, that's what I'm talking about, man. So yeah, I'd say we can come lower. Based on our 24 minute time frame here, I say we make another low. Because when you see a bottom like this, right? When you see a big bottom like this, it's just one side, right? It's only the right boob, right? We got the right boob on MCB. We're waiting for the left to print. So what I'd be waiting for now is a drop down into the box that we have on the chart, right? Maybe we do something like this, come down into the box, and then we start to see the right boob print, right? And then that would be, in my opinion, a better trade to take. Right? In my opinion, what do I know? Again, guys, I really don't know anything. So, but yeah, this is what we want to see here. That's why I'm gonna be taking some profit on my short down at that level. And look, I'm being conservative or liberal. No, conservative. I'm being conservative with the take profits because I understand the chance that this really is a very significant top. And so if I don't get a chance to compound the short, let's say we don't come up to here, right? Then I want to be holding a position size that's a little bit more hefty along the way down here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. You guys are amazing. God bless you all. Alrighty. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish in the chat. Shout out to this guy. He says I'm being downright N-word with the entry. Now, there's 2 N-words these days. I don't know if people knew that, but yeah, it's true. Now, what do you mean by that, my friend? What do you mean? What are your targets for if we bounce from 34K? If we bounce from 34K? Well, if we bounce from 34K, my targets are going to be back up to between 34.7 and 35K again. And the reason for that is because I'm looking at this as a potential change into bearish market structure with 4-hour Sam Bankman-Fried upside down man boobs. And so because of that, okay, so we are coming up actually to a very, very important area of resistance right now. 34,780, 34,770. Oh man, that's going to be key. That is going to be key. Because that's the value area high of the range. All right, let's scoop some profits out around this area. It might be too late. It might be too late to scoop some profits. It might be too late to scoop them. But yeah, I would be looking for a potential something like this to happen, right? Let's say we get something like this, and then we basically come back up to this area and then continue a downtrend. This being our first high, this being our first lower low, taking out all of these lows right here, and then we come up for a lower high into this area right here, right? Into this area right here. Now, guys, I am not going to... Okay, awesome. All right, so yeah, we just hit a TP. I actually took the long from 2 accounts. So I'm in 2 accounts on this long trade here. So I'm pretty long right now. I'm long and strong, baby. I've been trading like a madman. I haven't slept in weeks. But I do have to take a mean piss right now, so I'll be right back, guys. Please watch the charts for me. Okay, let me know if I'm about to get liquidated. Stop loss is in place. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, we're back. How's Bitcoin doing? Is she pumping? Is she dumping? Is she pumping or dumping? Alrighty. Okay. Alright. She's getting a little move. She's getting a bit of a move here, guys. Alright, now, guys, I am still long, actually, on the S&P 500. And I'm looking for a short as well on SPX over here. I'm looking for a short. I'm looking for a short. But I have yet to get my confirmations. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, make sure to like. Make sure to comment on the video, I should say. Make sure to like this video, all right? Like the video. Let's see if we can't get the likes up to the watchers. But also, guys, if you go ahead and comment on this video, all right? The one I made yesterday. The one I made yesterday. Uh-oh. What am I doing? Jason Casper merch. Chickens Drinking Water t-shirt. Uneven butt cheeks. Wow. Look at this. A coffee mug with Dolores' butt right on there. Wow. Uneven butt cheeks on a mug. What a great way to start your day. You're trying to get a little bounce in the morning. Price is coming down to key support. Uneven butt cheeks on market Cipher B. But no, that's not what I'm talking about here, guys. I'm talking about this video. All right? Where yesterday we were talking about a fake out of the triangle with the upside down semi freed bamboo pattern. All right, go ahead and comment. If we can get 1,500 comments on this video, we're going to be giving away 1,000 USDT. All right, 1,000 USDT. How many comments we got? 42. Wow, that's not very many. 42. That can't be very much, right? Yeah, we're starting to get a few. Maybe they're not coming through. They might not be coming through. Actually, you know what, guys? They might not be coming through. I turned off my comment filter, but it seems that the comment filter is not working. So, let's go to see what's going on. Oh, no, it's working. Oh, wait, no, it's not working. It's not working. Crap! See, the reason why I'm not doing the likes for the giveaway anymore is because people are buying like bots, and it's really bad for the channel. So I thought I could do comments. Right? But, like, this is from earlier this morning. Already up 6% a day for the day on that account, but I'm up more now because of the long, I guess. But, crap, man, I could have sworn. I could have sworn. All right, well, anyway, let's take a look at the order flow on Bitcoin. Wow, 4.2 million longs opening up at the high right now. Let's go down to the order flow a little bit lower. Wow. Whoever opened up, is this Sato longing the top? I don't know, but look at this. Locally bearish now, CBD. Because of that really crazy long trade here. Wow, yeah. So we are technically getting some bearish divergences unless we can take out 34,792. If we take out 34,792, that's actually going to be a sign of strength. 34,792 on the ByBit chart. That is going to be a sign of strength. So basically, guys, it's a good thing I scooped some profit there. Because, yeah, so we need to come above these highs. If we come above these highs, I will get actually a little bit more bullish here. 34,775 on MEXC linear. 34,775 on MEXC linear. Let's go, baby. Come on, Bitcoin. Can she do it? Can she do it? Pissing out the window again? No, I didn't piss out the window. Alright. Yeah, J-Boy Bullish, you can comment because you're a mod. That's why. Same with Sudeep. So, okay, so I'm going to have to think of... We're going to have to do another video, guys. Okay, but Oh man, so look at this. Like right now, we are coming down to the wire because unless we take this high, we are getting bearish CVD divergences. Let's check out our good old friend Market Cipher on the 5-second time frame. Oh no! All right, Market Cipher B on the 5-second time frame, guys. Looking kind of bearish here. I'm not gonna lie. Let's check out our 1 minute on Market Cipher B. Okay, looking kind of bullish here. We might break through. We might break through. Come on, Bitcoin. Jason Casper needs a new pair of shoes. These ones are covered in holes. You know, my wife, she buys me nice shoes sometimes. Not really nice, but nice looking ones. I wear them out in the chicken coop. I wear them out in the gardens. They get muddy. They get holes. She gets mad. She's like, why do I even buy you shoes? I don't know why she buys me shoes. I don't ask her to buy me shoes. I don't ask her to buy me anything. I already wear the same shirt every day. I don't know why. I don't know why she'd buy me any clothes, right? But it is what it is. So let's see, Bitcoin. We're about to bust through. Come on. Come on. Now, while we're busting through, all right, we're going to find another video for you guys to comment on. All right. While we're busting through, I'm going to get another video for you guys to comment on. Alright guys, you are going to comment now on a different video. So if you already commented, you got to comment again. Looks like we're taking that high. Alright, looks like we're taking that high. So, I'm going to remove this comment. Remove it, okay? And I'm going to say comment on this video. On this video, 1,500 comments for a giveaway. Alright, now don't comment with your address, just comment anything. Alright? I spelled this wrong. That's okay. I'm not a grammarologist up in here. Alright, so look at my screen here. Click this link. Alright? Comment on this video. Alright? It's the thumbnail. Make sure to like the dang thumbnail. At least like the video for the thumbnail, because you guys got to admit, this is a nice thumbnail. This is the time me and Sato were trading. We were all dressed up like Teletubbies. And, you know, we were happy. Sato was telling us it's going to be okay. Don't worry. I know we're losing lots of money. Don't worry. My dad will give us more. We were happy. Alright, so comment on this video. Alright. This is a TA update I did for the VIP Discord driving in the car, guys. Don't drive and trade. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Alrighty. Alright, so we are back. Let's get back to the charts. Bitcoin pumping, baby. Pump the Bitcoin, baby. Let's go. We are long and strong once again. Alright. So, what's our next target here? Well, I'll be honest with you guys. My next target is going to be 35,000. 35K is going to be a key support resistance flip. That is where I plan to take my next profit. If we come above that, I will be looking to also take profits now in the Golden Pocket 786 zone, preferably at 35,474. This is going to be a really nice take profit where I will also look to compound my short trade right around here. Okay, let's actually remove all drawings. Let's clean up the chart. Let's remove our limit orders. Okay, let's really clean up the chart. Now this is a schlong, baby. Talk about a schlong. Long in the bottom, short in the top. Okay. Just key levels, guys. Just key levels, right? Key levels. These are levels we've been aware of. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so my next take profit after that, where I will also look to compound the short trade, is going to be right here. All right, 35,450. The reason why is because we have a lot of liquidity here. right? We have a lot of liquidity here, and I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking to yourself, well, Jason, if we take this high, isn't that now bullish? It could be. But you also have to think to yourself, because we took this low, isn't that now bearish? It depends on how you look at it, right? It depends on how you look at it. And so for me, because I'm short, because I've already made money on the short, I am going to be looking to compound the short if we take these highs, because we're coming up into the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement after officially now changing this bullish market structure that we had been in, right? So I will be looking to add to the short in this zone. And I will be looking to take profits on long in this zone. Now, if I don't see anything bearish here, if I don't see bearish CBD, if I don't see bearish divergences, if I don't see bearish money flow, well, then I don't add to the short. Maybe I don't take profits on the long. Maybe I hold the long for a little bit longer. Get it? A little bit longer. All right, now we got shorts opening up. We got shorts opening up. What is going on with this anyway, huh? Hang on, give me 1 second. Does this affect? Does that affect what you guys hear? No, it doesn't affect what you guys hear. All right, interesting. All right, we got some shorts opening up. Let's check it out. Ooh, actually, we don't really have shorts opening up. We have shorts closing out, man. We just squeezed shorts on that one. We just squeezed some shorts on that one and kind of also invalidated that bearish CBD a little bit. All right, let's see what happens here. We might, again, like, here's the thing. Because this is an important high, I really want to hold above this high. Let's go down to our 5-second time frame and see how she's looking here. Okay. So here's the thing, guys. This is actually, in my opinion, a short scalp entry that I would have taken if I was not streaming, because we took the liquidity from these highs right here. Actually, I probably would not have taken this trade because it's a horrible risk to reward. But let's say that the highs had been like right here. Yeah, I would have actually shorted that if our level was a little bit higher. But the reason why this looks like we could come down from here is, look at this. Money flow, momentum, lower. Price, higher. All right? As we do a liquidity grab, in my mind, this typically means we get a move to the downside from here. So I'm expecting now a little bit of a retracement here. Let's do some analysis on a low-term time frame to see what we would expect. In a bullish scenario, we would, honestly, I would prefer, where did we retrace the first time? We didn't even hit that 382. I would like the golden pocket. Let's see if we can. In a bullish scenario, we would come down to this right here, the golden pocket, value area high of the old range. Right? Let's see what happens here. That could be a nice support resistance flip right there. Let's pull all the volume from this entire little range. We could also be looking at this as one giant range. Okay? Let's clean up a few things here. This is now potentially our new range, which means, guys, in an also bullish scenario, we would come down to the value area low of this new range. Okay, so if we don't see anything bullish at this first box, we wait for, in my opinion, this box. If this is going to continue to the upside, one of these two boxes must hold. Right? A last ditch scenario would be 34,489. 34,489. All right, now again, I don't really trust this bounce. I don't really trust this bounce. So I'm being cautious. All right, I just actually took a little bit more profits from this other long here. Okay. I just took a little bit more out of this. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. All right, we are. Let's go to our 1 minute. Again, this is MEXC. All right, better move that stop to the entry. Now to mitigate risk. Let's see where my entry is here. Okay, okay. So look, I would say this. I'm going to go ahead and, because this account, I would add to my long even on this account, just because why not? Ah, I hate that. I hate that on MEXC, so I'm going to go with the ByBit one, because I don't like what MEXC tells me. If you don't like what MEXC says, you go to ByBit, alright? We're holding the high volume node. I would say, basically, I could add to this long anywhere underneath the orange line would be a safe place to add. Preferably right here. I like this 34,457. I just like that, the way it looks on the chart. I like the way that looks on the chart. You guys know what I mean? Yeah, oh yeah. I like the way that looks on the chart. Yeah, I would look to add to this long from 34,457. 34,457. If we get a dip down to there. Or if we don't get a dip, then I won't add to it. Simple as that. Alright, let's get back to the order flow chart and see if we can see anything. Alright. Ooh. 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 Wow. Wow, make sure to like the video, because we got 1,000 people in here and only 500 likes. Okay, so look at this, guys. Right now, we saw a whole bunch of shorts and longs close out here. What does that mean? Honestly, that means this pump is a little bit unsustainable, right? A little bit. Pretty much everybody who longed this entire breakout is out, all right? We can tell, because look at this. Throughout this bull flag here, longs increased, then all of a sudden a whole bunch of longs longed up here at the top. Now they're all out. And open interest net longs are back down to where they were all the way over here. So everybody who longed here now is out. And also lots of shorts just got wrecked. So longs took profit, shorts are wrecked. That means there's no money coming in here one way or the other. It means it's a weak move to the upside. Let's see if we can't get a move down. When you have a big decrease of open interest, one of two things can happen. Because there's no real money now driving the market, it can be very easy for somebody to step in one way or the other, right? When a lot of traders close out, right, and there's not a lot of shorts opening, there's not a lot of longs opening, it's easy for someone to step in and move the price, right? Because they have less competition. So we might get a little bit of a retracement here. I'm going to get back on our 1 minute market cipher. 1 minute market cipher says more upside possible. Let's go to the 6 minute market cipher. 6 minute market cipher says it looks like we're going to retrace and then bounce. 6 minute market cipher says retrace and bounce. In a perfect world, this would be the retrace and the bounce. Alright? In a perfect world, this would be the retrace and the bounce. But we might not get that, y'all. We might not get that, alright? What happens if Bitcoin goes to 35K? We might, man, got the Ivan on Tech pair going on right now. 35K is either going to be strong resistance or a bullish thing. It depends on how the charts look when we get there, all right? All right, well, you know what? We might not get our retracement, guys. We might not get that. All right, but I can't be mad at myself for taking profits. I cannot be mad at myself for taking profits. Let's take a look at the ES, because as you can see, My next long on S&P 500, that's a long shot, 45.82. I want to talk about why I'm bullish still on the S&P. As we were breaking out of resistance, I was looking for a short trade this morning in this area. I never got my confirmations. All right, let's take a look at the S&P 500. All right. So, S&P, guys, we came down to a very important area of support, which was basically a liquidity grab. A liquidity grab of these lows right here. All right, we had made a pretty significant low. Where was that? Where was that? Yeah, we had a level. We had a level. What was the level? It was this here. It was a few things. It was this right here, the setup given in the Casper tree. All right. We had ourselves a golden pocket, we had a CDW, and we had a high volume node right from that low. And if we were seeing the bullish divs, we were gonna, well, I was gonna go for it. So I went for it. And now, honestly, it's been pretty bullish thus far. Now, here's what I'm looking at. Okay, this is the old range that we were trading, and you guys know that I longed SPX right here, and I was hoping to hold it out until here, but we rejected from the high volume node, right? So now that we're coming back inside this fair value zone once again, I have bullish hopes, once again, to potentially come all the way back up to the top of the range, which is basically going to be all the way up here at the value area high, right? So that's why I'm potentially holding out for a juicy swing trade for another 5% move to the upside. Now, obviously, right now, the more local resistance is going to be the golden pocket and basically a liquidity grab of these highs, right? So the next place I'd be looking to short would be coming up here because we have the support resistance flip, right? We put in this low support resistance flip right here. It's a golden pocket now. So, you know, we would look to basically stop out everybody who shorted the point of control for a liquidity grab and then get it moved back down. When we take a look at market Cipher B, this is the ES mini futures. We do have bullish divergences here, but we never made a divergence with the money flow. So to me, that means if we see something like this, like the momentum wave cut off and the money flow keep coming down, things could get pretty dang bearish pretty dang quick. But as long as we're holding above, I would say 42.91 on the ES mini futures chart. As long as we're holding above this last high, 42.90, 50 cents, to me, that's bullish, man. That is bullish. And yes, we're in a downtrend. Yes, we're in a downtrend, which is why I've secured a profit on this long already. And now I'm just letting the rest of it ride. But here's the thing. We are coming above right now the local 618. Right? We're coming above it. So keep your eyes here, because if we lose this level, I will close the long probably. Like, I mean, like if we lose this level, I'm going to now close the long. This is a great place to actually be looking for a short because it's a support resistance flip. It's just when we go to like our 12-minute time frame, I don't see what I want to see. I want to see the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boot pattern, but I'm not really seeing it, right? I want to see the money flow and the momentum waves getting lower. But instead, what do? I see money flow getting thick. Yes, we have bearish divs, but look, the money flow, that's where it's at, right? The money flow is king, and the momentum waves are queen. So I still actually lean a little bit bullish on this thing. On the SPX. On the S&P. You know, I do. All right, how's Bitcoin doing? All right, wow. Wow. Wow, okay. Let's check out Bitcoin because we are obviously getting some developments here. We've got some new developments. More bearish divs on the 5-second time frame. Look at that. Let's check out what happened on the order flow with that one. Nothing too crazy, actually. Wow. But you can see how when there's a big decrease of open interest, it could lead to like a move like that, right? Lead to like a move like that. We had 3.8 million longs come in. 3.8 million longs came in right here and just whoop. 3.8 million longs opening up right there. And they could just pump the price. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 1,030 people in here, 600 likes. Let's see if we can't get 1,000 likes. SPX is going higher, Bitcoin to 38K. Well, Lord of Bitcoin, with your large biceps, you know, I wouldn't be sad if that happened, my friend, because it is my goal to make a whole Bitcoin on this trade. And I think I can do it if we go to 38K. All right, so I'm very close. I need 0.21 Bitcoin more to reach my target of a whole Bitcoin in one trade, and so far, I need 0.8. I need 0.08 more Bitcoin. 0.08 more Bitcoin to reach that goal. So I would love a 38K Bitcoin. And if this short gets stopped out, so be it. But like I said, you know, we have come up to a very important area. I mean, guys, this is literally. I mean, so here's why I'm leaning bearish on Bitcoin again. It's because for the first time since the summer, I'm actually saying that the chart looks bearish. I got a lot of crap for saying the chart looks bullish when it looked bullish. Now we have to be honest and say the chart looks bearish for the first time, right? It really does. For the first time. And the reason why, again, is because we have come to the macro 382. All right, this is from the all-time high in November 2021 to the low in November 2022. We have come to the macro 382, and we are printing on market Cipher B the dreaded upside down sandbag free bearish man move pattern on the 4-hour. All right, money flow and momentum waves on the 4-hour. This is rare. All right, this is very rare. How many times do we get this? Right? How many times do we get this? Right? We were warning about it. Right? We were warning about it yesterday. But it is rare. Let's actually see how many times do we get this pattern? Not very many. Not very many. We got it here. We got it here. And that led to a pretty significant pullback. Right? We got it there. And that led to a 23% move to the downside. All right? So the last time we got this pattern, 23% move to the downside. All right? The time before that was right here. And that time we got a 19% move to the downside. All right? The time before that. Oh, the infamous. Before FTX went down and Bitcoin crashed, market Cipher B gave us the top signal right here. I shorted it. It was a Friday. I remember. They didn't go down. They didn't. The CZ thing didn't happen until Tuesday. Man. So, look, the last two times it happened, we got a 20% move to the downside. The time before that, 28% move to the downside. The time before that was right up here. I mean, every time we print this, guys, it means 26% move to the downside. And then the time before that. Oh, man, the time before that. Well, no, this actually wasn't one. This was not one either. This was not one either. The time before that was the all-time high, guys. The time before that was the all-time high, right? So, I want a Bitcoin at 38K as well. But this pattern does not have a good track record for another $2,000 pump. It just does not, right? I could be wrong, you know? Hey, this time could be different. I don't know. But, we have to wait and see. Now, here's something else, guys. We have to also think to ourselves, even if the top is not in, unless this money flow starts changing, right? Another high is even more bearish, right? I mean, taking the high again is even more bearish. Because you know the market makers love to mess with people, right? They love to mess with people. Let's take a look at all the times they mess with people. They mess with people once. They mess with people twice. They mess with people 3 times. Who said they're not going to mess with people 4 times, right? So just because I say we're bearish doesn't mean we're going straight down, right? We could range here. We could come down to the low of the range, get a little bounce, come up here, come down, take the lows again, get a big short squeeze, and then bam, right? But here's the thing. It doesn't matter what happens within the range, right? When it comes to the macro analysis, for me, the 4 hour is a big one. The 4 hour is a big one because of what we just saw, right? We went back, we back tested it. I don't think we've ever gotten less than a 20% drop with this signal, right? And also, like, I'm not trying to be bearish here, guys, please. People hate when you pick a side. It's so funny. It's so funny. Yesterday, the bears were hating on me for being in my long. The bears were hating on me for being in my long. But Market Cipher said more upside. Chart was bullish. I held. Man, I made $5,000 extra because of what the chart was saying. Now, chart saying bearish. Look, I mean, we're at the macro 382. That's not an insignificant level. Do you know how often we hit market cycle fib levels? Maybe 2-3 times a cycle. That's it, you know? That's 2 or 3 opportunities every 4 years. So, I don't know. I hope we pump. I do. I hope we pump. But this is just what the chart is saying right now. I hope we pump. I hope I'm wrong. I hope. Right? But I'm prepared for shorting. I'm prepared to short any rise right now. I'm prepared to compound a short. I'm prepared to short if we take this high. I have some key levels above that I'm looking at right now. It's the first time I've seen the 4 hour look bearish since the summer. Right? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Is it time to put in the big short? I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's definitely time to start opening up positions short. And maybe this is a starter position for me. That will end up being like this long trade. This for me, I mean, I've been long, right now I've been compounding this from 30K, but my original entry on this was below 25K. So, you know, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll get an opportunity like that again, except in the short direction. Because look, this long trade down here, this long trade right here, this one that's open right now, the opposite of what's happening now happened at that long trade, right? Let's take a look at what it was like back in those days. All right, I longed Bitcoin from here. Set up given in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, right? What was Market Cipher B looking like? Money flow on the 4 hour, getting higher. Momentum waves on the 4 hour, getting higher. The opposite of what we have right now, right? And that's why I had the cojones to hold that long trade, even though we didn't move much. Here's another thing too, right? We put in our bottom, but nothing really happened. Nothing really happened for like a month, right? Nothing happened for a month. So now we're seeing the opposite, right? These things don't necessarily play out overnight. But look, Market Cipher, money flow, momentum getting higher as the price gets lower into key support. Now we have what? Market Cipher, momentum, money flow getting lower as price comes into key resistance. It's just, these are the swing trade signals, right? For me, at least. These are swing trade signals for me. These are trades that I will look to hold as long as I can. But keep in mind this as well, right? The low that we put in here, right? Look at this. So here's why I say just because we're getting a short signal, it doesn't mean we're going to come right down, okay? Because technically speaking, we absolutely made a bullish divergence momentum and money flow right here, right? And we did get a little move up, but then we came and took that low one more time, right? Because the market makers like to mess with people. So look, my thing is, if I take a short trade, I lock in a profit, I move my stop in profit or break even, and as long as, even if we take that high again or take the low again, as long as the indicator is still telling me a reversal is coming, I'm still going to be looking for those trades, right? And I was looking for longs down here. I was sniffing for them because the 4 hour was looking pretty juicy, and now I'm sniffing for the shorts. I'm sniffing for them, right? VWAP is pumping. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish, has 2 YouTube channels. Ibra says, bro, we need to pump Bitcoin. Why do people short? Here's why people short, man. Look, Bitcoin and any asset is going to go up and down no matter what. Right? It's not because people short that the price goes down. That's not why. Right? Shorting doesn't make the price go down. It's going to go down whether or not you short or not. Right? If you're bullish on Bitcoin, then you should short Bitcoin. Why? Because then you can make more Bitcoin on the way down. What a great thing. What a great thing. If you're bullish on Bitcoin and you know it's going to go down, why not short it? So you have 2 options. You could short Bitcoin to make Bitcoin on the way down, or you could just hold Bitcoin, your portfolio goes to crap, and you can like work a job 9 to 5 and save up money to buy Bitcoin on spot. I'd rather just short it. I'd rather short it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to go down no matter what. You know? We had bull and bear cycles before you could short Bitcoin. Just is what it is, man. Any asset goes up and down. It's technical analysis. You know? And look, here's the thing. The levels are respected. You know what I'm saying? So, also, we need to think to ourselves, if Bitcoin pumps from here, it doesn't necessarily mean, like, the bull market's not going to come until next year. No matter what. Right? So, I like shorting Bitcoin. I like shorting Bitcoin. Man, shorting Bitcoin is fun. It almost feels like dirty money. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's the way the market moves. It's just the way the market moves. What makes the market move? The market participants, the buyers and the sellers. And actually, I don't even know that, Adrian's Ninja. You could talk about that for hours, days, weeks, months. What makes markets move? I don't know. Markets is very strange when you look at how they respect technical levels. Especially when you're talking about like macro markets, like global economies. You know, you might notice that all of a sudden, you know, there's a, let's say there's a war which causes the price of wheat to skyrocket. Right? Well, then you look at the dang chart, and it just so happens that that month, the same month that there was an event that made a wheat shortage happen, price came down to a Fibonacci golden ratio. You got to bounce. So there's no way people are timing geopolitical events along with the Fibonacci ratio willingly. It's just very weird how markets move. But who cares? Is my feeling of it. My I don't know what I'm saying, but I don't care why they move. Right? I don't care why they move. Look, the reality is, trading, money, assets, the only real wealth in this world is food, water, shelter. That's it. Everything else, everything people work for, everything people go to work for and drive their car, saving up all this paper, fake fiat money, why? It's so they can have food, water, and shelter. Right? And so this is a way to manipulate the system where we can extract fake money, numbers on a screen, that allow us to get tangible assets. That's why I'm such a big proponent of growing your own food, raising your own animals. That's why I live off the electric grid, off the water grid, right? It's because I know that this is not an end in of itself. Having $1 billion Bitcoin at $1 million of Bitcoin, who gives a crap if you don't have food, if you don't have water, if you don't have shelter, you know? So, look, this is a way to cheat the system in a way, because you can acquire tangible assets just because the price goes up and down, right? Price goes up, price goes down, you can use that to acquire actual stuff, right? So who cares about having 1 billion Bitcoin and all that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree, Michael Ward. I don't think that the bull market is coming until next year. Shout out to Michael Ward. Yeah, nice, man. Born of Osiris. I used to really like that band a lot, man. Jason Richardson, the janitor, man. Sweeping like a dang janitor. That guy is absolutely insane. One of the best guitar players. I have to say, Michael Ward, one of my favorite things to do is go listen to... Oh, man, the band that did the song 6. You know, you know what song I'm talking about? What's the name of that band? All That Remains. Alright, Jason Richardson playing in All That Remains. I love it because he plays the solos perfectly live. And the other guy, no offense, you know, he's a good songwriter, but he sucks live. So I love to listen to it. We're just... Oh, shout out to Lane Hughes. Lane Hughes, you in the chat, man? Lane Hughes in the chat, man. Where's Lane Hughes? Gotta have Lane Hughes on my channel, guys, because Lane Hughes, he has been, he's been calling, he called 36K. He said at 15K. And look, when people hit me up all the time, right? And they say, oh, they have this crazy chart, all these circles and lines. They're like, Jason, look, you have to talk about this on YouTube. I know this is gonna happen. This guy did that to me, and of course, you know, you hear something like that, you're like, okay, all right, maybe. Man, this guy's been spot on with all the dips and divots. I gotta have him on my channel. He called 36K at 15K and stuck true to it throughout all this time. Here we are, man. If we reject from here, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Michael Ward loves that band too. Yeah, All That Remains, man. I used to love All That Remains back in high school. Inverse Head and Shoulders on the 15. Let's check it out. Let's check out the inverse Head and Shoulders on the 15-minute time frame, baby. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Yeah, I could see it. Alright, so look, if we get a pullback here, I mean, essentially, guys, remember what I was saying at the beginning of the stream is this. If we take these highs, that's our first change into bullish market structure, in which then we look to long the retest, which is basically an inverted head and shoulders, depending on how you want to look at it. But for me, I will add to my long, not this long, but my other long, if we get this exact thing right here, actually. Actually, I want to come down to 34,536. In fact, let's see. I have it marked out on my chart. I have it marked out on my chart. Yeah. 34,548, man. That's where I want to come down to. Because, look, once we take these highs, that's going to be the Fibonacci Golden Pocket 786 zone right down in here, right? And we could come down, snag this low right here, stop out everybody who longed this, and then pump. Whoop, whoop, vam. The old whoop, whoop, vam technique. The old whoop, whoop, vam entry. How's SPX, man? Pumping, baby. Sheesh. Pumping like a wild woman. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah. Mining stocks are pumping. Interesting. Fire Films just watched Born of Osiris. Yeah, I don't like really the name, you know, of the band and stuff, but I do appreciate their musicianship. Actually, I appreciate Jason Richardson's musicianship. I'll be honest with you. I appreciate Jason Richardson's musicianship. Lee, you know. I did listen to the band before they got Jason Richardson. right? I'm a Sumerian Records fan back in the day before Asking Alexandria. You know, back in the early days, the Faceless, Born of Osiris, you know. But yeah, Jason Richardson, he brought something totally new to the table. That dude is insane. Think Lane is calling for an 8K Bitcoin? Yes, Lane Hughes right now is calling for a massive dump. He is calling for a massive dump right now. Alright, so he thinks we've topped out. I gotta have him on my channel. Lane Hughes, man, if you're in the chat, gotta have you on my channel. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's check out the order flow. Check out the order flow. Because again, guys, in my opinion, this bounce does not have legs until she takes out that high. Until she takes out this high at 35.038.9 cents. Yeah, Sumerian was a really good label 10 years ago. You know, an interesting story, Michael Ward. So I was in a band that was signed to Rise Records, all right? And we had a, we were also signed to the imprint label that Dave Shapiro had called Velocity Records. And one night we played a show in LA, and Ash from Sumerian Records wanted to talk to us after the show because he saw us play, and we shredded. We shredded, but we dressed gay, all right? The best of both worlds. We shredded, like, honestly, because, you know, huge influences for me was, like, European melodic death metal and stuff like that. Children of Bodom and all this. And then also, like, American hardcore, metalcore. So we shredded, sweeping like janitors, right? But we dressed like your typical, you know, scene band, right? So I really think Ash wanted to talk to us and get to know us. But we never talked to him. Because we were supposed to meet with the owner of our label that same night, right? And I kind of always wondered what would have happened if we had gone to hang out with Ash after that show. Maybe he would have talked to us. Maybe we would have ended up on Sumerian Records, which I think would have been a better thing for the band. Because he takes care of his bands, you know what I'm saying? He takes care of his bands. Buckethead. Oh, man, I love Buckethead. That dude is amazing at guitar. Yeah, absolutely. I love me some Buckethead. All right, how's the order flow looking here? All right. I don't see anything really too crazy here. A big decrease of OI, nothing too crazy. Open interest had been up to 5.65 million. Now it's at 10 million. Nothing's really happening here. You could say maybe we have some very, very slightly bearish CVD up here. Let's see. Yeah, like maybe 2 million, 1 million absorbed, maybe 1 million absorbed. 31, 30. Yeah, maybe 1 million absorbed up here. Look, we're trying hard. What we really need to do right now, if we want this thing to have any strength, is we need to get a move up above 35.08, 35.038.9, and then we can look for the higher low. And then we can look for our move up to this area where we look to short. Whoa. Treadmill just stopped. It has a 90-minute time limit, so, you know, I gotta restart it. Oh man, Paul Wagner from Between the Buried and Me. Oh man, bro, that takes me back. I'll never forget the first time I heard the way I found out about that band. I was driving to Taco Bell with my friend Mike from the Poconos. Shout out to Mike from the Poconos. Him and his girlfriend put on Selkie's The Endless Obsession. And I listened to it and I said, bro, this sucks. He said, just wait, just wait. Because, you know, they're all into, you know, not a very polished album, you know, the raw sound. So, you know, different time signatures. This is before I was into more progressive stuff. I'm like, I can't take this. I can't even groove to this. But then that whole solo section came on. I was like, man, this is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. I said, I can't believe this. And so from that time on, that's one of the main reasons why I really wanted to get good at sweep picking, so I could play that solo at the end, man. What a great... Sometimes I put that on just to make myself happy. Just to make myself happy. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He's been married almost 10 years to a woman. Chassie's in the truck. No, man, that's hilarious. All right. Yeah. Selkies, man. That's true. Man, I want to listen to that now. I'll get a copyright strike for it. I'll get a copyright strike for it. But you know what? You know what? Could be worth it, man. Could be worth it. Could be worth it. Yeah, we'll listen to it. We'll get the copyright strike. It's okay. We'll get to the good part. While we watch this price pump. Man, it makes me feel something every time, guys. Some of you get it, some of you don't. I love that little lick. That little lick! You know what's so funny about that lick? Well, I'm not going to tell that story. Whew, man, copyright strike, worth it, man. All right, back to the... Maybe I'll hit up Paul Wagner, be like, yo, Paul Wagner, man. Are they still a band? I hope they are. Be like, man, I'm spreading your band. Let me play it on my YouTube channel. You know? What is the band? It's called Between the Buried and Me. Do I take all these trades myself? Yes, I haven't used any bots to trade since Crypto Fusion bot... since ByBit basically went down, and then Bitget went down. So, what's this? The song name is called Selkies, The Endless Obsession. Bitcoin 1 minute bear div. All right. Let's see here. All right, let's see. Let's check out the order flow. Yeah, look at that. We're starting to get a little bit of a move down. Let's check out the 1 minute. Oof, the 5 second did give us the short signal. And look, 5 second short signals don't mean it's the top. It just means we're going to get a little bit of a retrace. All right, so hang on. Let me get back on my real music. Here we go. All right, so here's something else, guys. We are at value area high of the larger range. Let's remove all this. Look at this. We're back at value area high of the range. So this is a very key area of resistance. If we cannot reclaim this value area high, there's a good chance we come down. Let's pull a fib from the last high to the current low. This might be topping out here. Where are we coming to? The 382? The 382s today, guys, have been pretty well respected. No 382 there. Yeah, I would still like to come up a little bit higher here. I still keep my same target. My target is still 35.03. Let's do it, because we're above the 382. Ooh! Not on MEXC, we're not. Man, MEXC lately with the different fibs. Oh, no. I'm right. I'm sorry. I'm flopping a Groby. Yeah, we're above the 382. We're above the 382. Our next target is that golden pocket right there. Yeah. Our next target is that golden pocket. One minute hidden bull div on Caspa. How am I trading the S&P 500? I'm using an exchange called ByBit. ByBit. Link in the description. Yeah, I've heard of people doing virtual citizenship. That might be something to look into. I'll talk to the bot guys about it. How's the fees for trading on ByBit? They're not the best, Simon C, but if you want to use crypto as margin, it's the only choice. So if you mark it out, they can be pretty high. Like, sometimes really high. Like, if you have to mark it out for a $200 profit, sometimes that trading fee could be like 50 bucks. But if you set your limits, the trading fee will be very low, like 6 bucks. Right? So it's not a good exchange for scalping. And it's not a good exchange for FOMOing in and out of positions. For that, MEXC only. But if you have like a day trade or a swing trade idea, that's pretty much all I use it for. Day trade and swing trade. Then it's fine. It's fine. Because, you know, the fees are very low if you're limiting out. Another thing I don't like about ByBit is you can't mark it in. Okay, so like for example, let's say price is right here and you mark it in. If you mark it in and price is right here, your entry will be down here, right? It won't market you in at the market price. So that's another issue. So, you know, if you're flopping and groping, it can really suck. But if you know, for example, that you're going to mark it in when price is here, you know where your stop loss needs to be, you've calculated risk, and then you set your limit order, take profits along the way, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. And even marketing out can be profitable too. It's just you can't scalp on it. You have to at least get a good move. So. But look, it's not a real broker. I don't even know what the heck we're trading there. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like to use it as crypto as margin. All right, Cardano has a monthly bull div, they say. What about ByBit and the fees? Well, you need to KYC on ByBit, which I can't do because of my residence won't let me KYC on ByBit. So my residence won't let me KYC on ByBit. How to open a long and a short at the same time. Okay, so on MEXC, there's hedge mode. You can long and short at the same time on MEXC. If you're on ZoomX, you have to turn on hedge mode. A lot of exchanges will let you do it. Some won't. So yeah, you just long and short. That's all. All right, I say we're going to hit our target of 35,038, baby. Let's see if we can't get to our target, 35,038. That's weird. Yeah, I think we're getting there, guys. Let's see who else we got in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see if we can't get 1,000 likes up in here. We could take out some other assets. How did I get these entries? Well, so the short entry, Rafa, I've been hoping for it now for quite some time. Since, I mean, this is on October 31st when I printed this chart to short 36K with bear divs on these time frames. And the long trade was one from this morning in the Casper crew, basically just looking to long the Fibonacci golden pocket. It was just the golden pocket, right? That's what this is. So they're just key levels, guys. And if you wait for key levels, look, it's just the golden pocket. If you wait for key levels, a lot of the times your trades are going to work out kind of well. So, you know, just the golden pocket. And also, like, it was a key level and a liquidity grab of this high. I stayed up late for this short, guys. I stayed up late for this short. I always end up having to stay up late for shorts. I think Asia likes to dump Bitcoin. And I hate staying up late. I'll be honest with you guys. This week, it's been one long day for me. That's why every single time I come on here, I'm like, what day is it? I don't even know. I don't even know. Because all this volatility, man, it does something. It's bad for the trader's soul. You know, the summer was nice, low volatility, but I've been pretty addicted to the charts lately. It's actually unhealthy, right? I'm actually working through it. I'm working through it. I'm praying through it. You know, because I really have been had a little unhealthy relationship with trading lately. Because I'm addicted to the charts, man. Like, it's not even that I'm actually trading. I'm just watching. I'm watching. I'm addicted to watching. You guys know how it is. And for some reason, when I don't sleep, I get more neurotic about watching charts. It's like being on a screen all day makes me not sleep, and not sleeping makes me want to check the Bitcoin price. And then checking the Bitcoin price makes me want to get up and do stuff. And then I don't sleep. Then I'm like tired, and the only thing I have energy to do is watch the charts. Yeah, so this has been a weird week. It's a good thing I have this treadmill. All right, here we go. We're getting our pump. Yesterday, I was glued to the charts because of that long trade I was in. And I had my final take profit up here. And I was glued to the charts, man. Waiting to hit that TP. Finally hit it. Man, yesterday, guys. That was some day, huh? Long from down here. The stream and all this. I remember everyone was telling me, not everyone, I had a few bears in the chat trying to tell me to close right here, that we were coming down. Man, I'm so glad I held. I'm so glad I held. Whew! Praise God, honestly. Praise God. I stuck to my intuition on that one. All right, so it seems like a lot of people are having that issue as well. All right, here we go, guys. Bitcoin getting the pump, baby. Look at this, man. We're pumping right now. We're up right now. I mean, on the long trade, about 2K unrealized. I'm gonna hold this one for a while. This other one, I'm up about 1K unrealized. This one is not as... This one I might close. This was more of a scalpy one. This was more of a scalp trade. Shout out to Shadow Productions. He says, Jesus is king. Amen to that. I tell you. How do you set your targets for take profit? Just support and resistance. I mean, literally just support and resistance. So, like, we would say, this is resistance here. Right? And then we would say, this is going to be resistance here. Right? That's how. That's really how. And then, also you use some tools like fibs. So, like, from the high to the low. And what do you know? It's the golden pocket. And then also from this high to the low. And what do you know? It's also the golden pocket. So, you know, fibs and just using your eye, they usually work out pretty well. So, that's how I set my take profits. So we're coming up to the 0.5 fib here. That's why we're getting a little resistance. S&P 500 still pumping, man. Still pumping on the S&P. Our next key resistance on the S&P is going to be 44.17. $44.17 is the golden pocket, that fib, so that's why it's key. Actually, we could pull another fib on the S&P as well. From here. This is also a golden pocket on the S&P. So let's actually put a little box here and say this is definitely an area to be contemplating taking profits right here. And then, of course, my final target is at 45.82. All right, Bitcoin is struggling here, but here's the thing. It looks very similar to what we did over here, right? Put in a little range, then we broke out. I'll tell you what I don't like about this move to the upside, guys. A very, very unhealthy price action. Very, very unhealthy looking price action. So, look. We need to take this high. We need to take the high right here. If we don't take this high, I'm not expecting a higher low. Because all this is garbage. I think we would slide right through. If we put in a higher high, then I would say we would slide through and then get the bounce. But if we put in a lower high, this is still bearish market structure. And when you have bearish market structure with the most ugly looking channel in the world, shout out to Divine Hood with his channels, you are just begging to take all this back because there's no clear swing high and swing low. Look at this. What is this even? What is that? I don't know. Yeah, if we start to lose this low, we're falling right through that to at least here. You know? Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He loves Jesus. The Lord of Hosts is great. Adonai Sevaot. Shout out to I Trust Crypto. Shout out to Silosis. He says, can I get your input on Market Cipher in its current state? Do you still use it? Yeah, man. That's pretty much... I'd say that Market Cipher is... Yeah, I can't trade without Market Cipher. I'll be honest with you. I forget it's not just part of TradingView. Went to my friend's house one time, pulling up the charts, and I don't know what the heck is going on with that market cipher. Yeah, it's great. I love market cipher. I use order flow, but I really just use order flow because it's sensational. And to tell me what's going on. Sometimes I'll use order flow to get into a trade if it's like I only use like bearish CVD divergences and bullish CVD divergences. That's it. This stuff to me, look. Some people are really good at using this. For me, this thing will make you flop and grope for years. But when you look at the market cipher, it'll really help you not flop and grope. Right? You could look at this order flow chart being, ooh, bullish, ooh, bearish, ooh, bearish CVD, bullish CVD, ooh, breakout, ooh, breakdown, ooh. Right? For me, all that flopping and groping mentally, you just look at a couple dots and bumps on the chart, it clearly tells you what's going to happen. Right? So, I love market cipher. And I'm not even going to tell you to use my affiliate link. I don't care if you use it. I don't care if you use market cipher. I don't care if you use anyone else's affiliate link beside mine. I don't care. Right? I genuinely use it. I genuinely like it. I even forget it's a paid indicator because it's just part of what I trade. You know, so I think it's worth it. I think it pays for itself. I think it pays for itself. I mean, honestly, the only reason I had the conviction to stay in this long yesterday was because of market cipher. Right? The only reason I stayed in this long yesterday, even after FOMC, even after this, is because market cipher. Right? Market cipher gave the bottom signal. It gave the bottom signal right here. And then from that point onward, things were looking bullish. Right? 12-minute money flow getting thicker. I'm not closing my long trade. 12-minute money flow is getting thicker. Right? And then, look at this. The short trade. Market cipher B gave the signal. Finally got the bearish upside down sandbag McFreed man boom pattern on market cipher B. I guess you guys can't see my screen, huh? Finally got the upside down sandbag McFreed pattern on market cipher B. You know? Yeah, like all in this area, right? After we got the bullish sandbag McFreed man boom pattern at this low, money flow momentum getting higher over time. Right? Didn't close it long because money flow keeps getting thicker. Right? Hit my final take profit here because it was resistance. Opened up a short because we had a bear div here. I was honestly expecting we made another high because we didn't have the top signal. But all things considered, we had bearish divs on all the time frames at once, going all the way to the 4-hour. So, look, some people use the RSI, some people don't use anything, some people, you know, it's all up to you. Like, at the end of the day, I'd say the indicator doesn't really matter. When it comes to being a consistent trader, I don't think the indicator matters. I think the only two things that matter are, do you have any kind of strategy that tells you when to get in? And are you abiding by good risk management, which keeps you from risking more than you should be, right? So really, you could trade with no indicator just based on TA. I mean, you could have just said, you know what? Look, we did a liquidity grab of the high. We closed the candle below. I enter short. And you do it with good risk management. You could say to yourself, hey, what do you know? We bounce from the golden pocket. Enter a long. You don't need any indicator. Just pure price action. If you're using good risk management, the fact that you're trading technical levels means you probably have a good shot. You know? So, for me, the indicator is the icing on the cake. Honestly, if you think you're going to get an indicator and start making money, you're wrong. Alright? You're wrong. Very few people can do that. Very few people. Evan Aldo, CryptoFace. There's a few people out there who literally just only use market cipher and there's very little TA and they can be good with it. The majority of people can't do that, right? For me, I'm a technical trader and I use market cipher. Market cipher tells me whether or not to go in at a certain technical level, right? I look at price comes to a certain level, I look at market cipher. If it gives me a signal, I go in. If no signal, I don't go in. Do I have a video on how to use market cipher? Yeah, I got tons of videos, man. They're all on my YouTube channel. Go to playlists. On what candle does a time frame need to be closed? I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I don't trade that way. So, like, for me, if I see a CDW, I'm really just taking it based on, do I see divergences? And as soon as I see that candle wick below, and we have divergences on multiple time frames, I just take the trade. I don't really wait for the close. It's like, if we come to a level, like, let's take a look at what happened here, right? For example, I was actually on a very low time frame when this happened. Let's see here. Man, this is a long time ago. All right, yeah. So for me, right, if I see this happening on Market Cipher, momentum getting lower, money flow getting lower, and as soon as I see that we take the high, and then I'll go in. I'll go in. Tight stop, take profit early, stop loss to entry, depending on the context. In this case, I didn't stop loss to entry right away because it's a very key level. That's also, you have to know the context of the trade as well. Like, this is a super key level. This is not like a random golden pocket that we're like waiting for right now. Some stupid random... No, this is like a multi-year fib level. So, you know, you got to use a little discrepancy and say, you know what, this one might be worth the risk. But in general, if I see a signal as we're taking the high, I probably won't even wait for the candle close on like on a low time frame. Especially if we see money flow getting lower on the 12-minute. If you see the 12-minute, if the 12-minute does this, right? Let's say we had a high right here, right? And we take the high, and the 12-minute is looking like this. Heck yeah, I'm taking that short trade as soon as we lose that level. Boom. Because the money flow and the momentum is getting lower, I backtested that. The 12-minute time frame, I've held trades in a loss because of this signal. And there have been maybe 5 times in the past 2 years that I've taken a trade based on the 12-minute momentum and money flow and I took a loss. 5 or 6 times. It's very rare. This is very rare. At a key level, it's rare. That's the thing too. You have to be at a key level, right? That's why I can't just trade with the indicator only. Because indicator only for me, it's like you might get a signal not at a key level, and then you're gonna get stop hunted, right? Because look at this, for example, we had the signal here, right? We had the signal here. We got a little bit of a bounce. You might say, "Ooh, bullish divergence. We're getting a bounce." But then what happened? You get stop hunted. The reason you got stop hunted is because you didn't wait for the golden pocket, which was just below, you know? So, like, wait for those key levels and the confirmations. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to J-Boy Bullish with the Discord link. Shout out to Infinite Wisdom. He took the trade. Awesome, man. 12-minute bear div coming on. Let's see. Do we have a 12-minute bear div? That's not a div. But it is a bearish trigger wave with money flow getting lower as we come to the value area high of the range. So, yes, this is a bearish signal on Market Cipher. This is a bearish signal at resistance on Market Cipher right now. Now, here's the thing. The reason why I would not short this is because the money flow looks like it's coming a little higher. And I don't like to short trigger waves unless I have some other confluences. And I don't have that right now. I would like to see like bearish absorption or something else. It's a technical level, and there's a good chance it could come down from here. But because of the way everything's considered, it's not a trade I would take. It's not a trade I would take. Honestly, I would have been more likely to take this short this morning at New York Open because we had clear bearish absorption here. But it was still not a trade I would personally take. It wasn't enough for me. We were at the 382. I wanted to come up a little higher. I don't like shorting the 382. I'd rather short the 619. The fact that we rejected, though, from the 382 this morning, guys, actually is super dang bearish. That's very bearish. If we're in a very strong trend, you will bounce or reject from the 382. You know? So that's bearish. So what happened up here this morning? Let's take a look at what happened up here this morning during New York Open. We had clear signals that we were coming down. Okay, let's check it out. So as we made higher highs into the Fibonacci 382, look at market cipher. Momentum waves, money flow getting lower. We check out the order flow. What do we see? Look at this. As right here, it's actually a little bit hard to see on the this high time frame. We got to go down to a TR chart. We come up to the 382, which was also the VWAP. And where was that? Were we getting bearish absorption, guys? Am I remembering falsely? We were getting bearish absorption, I thought. Oh yeah, okay, so right here. Yeah, right here we were getting bearish absorption. We were seeing longs opening up, price getting lower over time. And then that led to the beginning of a drop. So we had two confluences there. But right now, I would say there's less confluence here than there was there for a move down. That's just me. And also, New York's about to close in an hour. Typically, when New York closes, we pump. I mean, look what happened yesterday after New York closed. New York closed right here. Literally, this was New York close. Bam! So let's wait it out a little bit, see what happens. Maybe let's wait until we come up to VWAP. I say this, a move up to VWAP right now is also confluence with the golden pocket. I would say let's wait to hit our target. I'm going to wait to hit my target, 35K, VWAP, higher high, golden pocket. That would be the level I would wait out for. How do you get rid of the order book on MEXC? Oh, you just drag it. You could drag it down here. You click these little things and drag around what you want. That's how I do it, at least. Shout out to Adam H. Shout out to Adam H. What time frame is the VWAP accurate? All time frames, my friend. It doesn't change depending on time frame. It's just one VWAP for the day. Jason, would you take a short now? No, I just went through why. Doesn't mean we can't dump. Peace in the Middle East? Yes. Yeah, we gotta pray for that. Someday. Someday. Pray for PAX. Pray for K-PAX. Do I ever try conditionals to get into CDWs like K-PAX? No. In fact, I don't know how he did that. I tried it once. It didn't really work. Shout out to Houston in the chat. Shout out to Prolific Joints. Shout out to Martin Hornet. How do you find golden pockets? Oh man, I've made billions of videos about it. You just pull it from the swing. If you're looking for resistance, you pull it from the swing high to the swing low. And the golden pocket is the 618, and also you're going to have to click on one of these random ones, turn it into the 0.65, and that's the golden pocket. But really, what I look for is the area between the golden pocket and the 786. That's my real golden pocket. The area between the 618 and the 786, alright? The 618, 6 Juanita, right? My high school crush, 6 Juanita. Here's a picture of her. I had a huge crush on this chick in high school. I thought she was into me too. I didn't know about this thing called the friend zone. That's before I was red pilled. That was before I was MGTOW. That was before I was an incel. But yeah. So she rejected me. Boom! Right from the 618 Fibonacci. And the reason why she rejected me is because she had a crush on another man, Sam Bankman-Fried. Because I don't know if you guys can see, but when you come up to the 618 Fibonacci, most of the time, if you're going to get a rejection, you're going to see Sam Bankman-Fried's bearish man boobs chilling out on market Cipher B, right? Check this out. Look at that. Wow. Now, the reason why I put the 786 on there as well is because most of the time you're going to either get a rejection from the 618 or the 786. And sometimes you'll get a rejection from both. Like a lot of times, you'll get the first bounce from the 618, and then this. And the 786, she's a real tough cookie. She definitely won't go out with you. She's probably not even into dudes. I don't know why. But yeah, those are going to be the two key levels that you look for. The two keys. The two key levels. Alrighty, see, now look at this. The 12-minute now is starting to curve to the upside. The VWAP's not looking as bearish anymore. Let's see if we can't get a little pump juice. And in about 40 minutes, New York is going to close. Alright? We're at the 0.5 fib. Ah, Greg thinks 7860 looks like me. You think she looks like me? Some people say there's a resemblance. I don't know. Where is K-Pax? We don't really know, honestly. Shout out to Dave Digital. Is equal highs with a lower momentum wave, lower money flow trade worthy? I don't like it, man. I mean, you could trade it. You could trade it. He swears it's me with a wig. You think? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Do you think this is me with a wig? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I don't know. She looks like she's wearing a Market Cipher t-shirt. I don't know. Do I trade oil? No, but I want to get into it. Look, K-Pax, as far as I know, like he had some medical things happen. And last I heard from him, he said he will be back at some point. I don't know the details, and other than that, I can't really disclose anything. But just keep him in your prayers for sure. Let's just say that. Just keep him in your prayers. Oh man, I forgot about Minnie from the Drew Carey show. Yes, AZTV, that is me back in my college days. I was majoring in trans non-binary carbon emission studies. Do I usually put the stop above the wick that price form when rejecting from a key level? Yes. Typically, yes. And typically I plan my stop loss first, like an invalidation for the trade. You know? Like, for example, let me show you guys an example. All right, here's an example. All right. Last night, I took a short from 35,924. I closed at 35,750 for 0.03 Bitcoin profit. Now, I took this trade with limit orders. And what I did, the way I even took this trade, all right, here we go, we're pumping, was I shorted this naked weekly point of control on ByBit, right? I set my limit 35,924, $1 before the level. All right, $1 before the level, 35,924, right? I set my order with a stop loss at 35,940. So if the price even goes $20 against me, I'm out. I've calculated my risk and everything. It's worth it, right? I put $263,000 on the trade. And then as soon as I got in that trade, I set my take profit. Okay? It was a quick trade. So you can set your stop losses before you enter into the trade if you're buying up by good risk management and you know that it's probably going to give a little reaction. Now, admittedly, guys, that's a little risky to do. It's not risky if you're using good risk management. Let's put it that way, right? Because it's very rare in a super bullish scenario like this that we don't get a quick wick from a naked weekly point of control. And what do you know? We get a quick wick from naked weekly point of control. I close out at 35,750 right here. Boom. Bam. So let's see what that was. 924, 750, a 0.48% move, baby. And the reason why I took profit there is simply because of the local golden pocket, right? The local golden pocket, right? And so look, that is a very clear trade, right? A very clear trade, invalidation, a 0.05% stop loss, right? Not a 0.5, 0.05%. And it's a 9-to-1 risk-reward ratio, right? That's crazy. So if you know your trade plan in advance, that's insane, right? Now, I didn't risk 1% on this trade. I did not risk 1%, okay? But if you're risking 1% and you're taking full profit out, you just made 9% on your account in a 0.5% move. But you're risking 1%. If you're risking 0.5%, you just made, you know, 4.5% on your whole account in this tiny little move. So that's pretty crazy, right? Now I only took when I hit that trade, I took half out. The reason I only took half out is because I thought this could be the level. This is an area where I know it's key resistance. But then I entered in another short when we took those highs with more bearish divergences. And on MEXC, we actually hit the level I was looking for on MEXC. ByBit MEXC, they've had some discrepancies lately. Yes, I talk about naked points of control in my course. But, yes, I do. Yeah, you can use regular TradingView. You don't need XO. So, look, Bitcoin pumping, man. Bitcoin pumping. Bitcoin pumping, baby. I thought we were going to pump. You know, I gave all the reasons why I thought we weren't going to come down from that level. We're looking for our next target, 35,038. You know? 35,038, baby. Let's go. 35,038, getting alerts out the wazoo. Bitcoin crossing 34,952. Alerts coming out the wazoo. We're going to hit our target, the golden pocket. Let's watch. We're going to be watching here. Watch the 15 second as we come up to that golden pocket. See, she's looking bullish, man. I want to watch her as she comes up to that area. Now, there's a few things we need to be aware of. You know, we have this high. This is our first significant high that we need to take out. I would like to, maybe we could even get in a short here. If we do something like this with bearish divs. Let's wait and see how she plays out here. All right. So, yeah, I really like 35038. 35038 I'm looking at for a potential short. It looks really nice for a short scalp. Let's see if we can't get one in. Now, what we want to see is for a scalp trade. Yeah, we're seeing what we want to see, guys. Money flow's coming out on the 1 minute. See how money flow's getting lower on the 1 minute? So we're telling ourselves money flow's getting lower on the 1 minute. We have a liquidity at 35K. This green line is 35K. Then we have the VWAP and the golden pocket. So what we really want to see for a short scalp is something like this. We want to see that also on like the 5 second, right? Things are looking good so far. They're looking good so far. That's what we want to see. I'm going to set a little alert. That way we can talk and chill, man. ADA is bullish, everyone says. ADA is bullish, everyone says. How do you turn on hedge mode? I don't really know. It depends on your exchange, man. Alright, yeah, we could take a look at Cardano. Set an alert right here. We'll take a look at Cardano. Oh, wow. That's the 4 hour. Sheesh, man. Oh, wow. We're in the golden pocket, man. It looks bearish to me, I'll be honest with you. Looks super bearish to me. Cardano looks bearish to me. It looks super bearish. It looks bearish to me. It looks very bearish to me, Cardano. Let's check out the 5 second. Let's check out the 1 minute. I mean, it looks super bearish to me. We're in a golden pocket. We have bearish divergence on many, many time frames here. You know? Looks bearish to me. The reason why it looks bearish to me is because we're in the golden pocket. We have money flow getting lower on the 24 minute. We have momentum waves coming down on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 24 minute, the 12 minute. 12 minutes about to print a bearish divergence with money flow coming out. The 6 minute, money flow coming way down, bearish divergence. Looks bearish to me. What do you guys think? Bearish? Bullish? How would you calculate position size and invalidation for short? Well, if you assume that the high's in, what you would do is you would calculate. Let's say we enter, like, right here, for example. Give it a little playing room, maybe a 1.5% stop. Right? And then our target back down at this support resistance flip here. You know. Yeah, I mean, so the way you calculate your position size is, let's say you have $1,000 and you want to risk 1%, which is $10. You do 10 divided by 0.0147, and that will give you the dollar amount you put on your trade. Which means if you get stopped out, you lose 10 bucks. All right, Bitcoin has gotten that first move to the upside. Let's check out Bitcoin here. Okay, so look, we came to that first level, that liquidity grab level. And we're getting a little rejection from it. We have money flow coming out in the 5 second. But we don't have a local bear div on the 5 second. So let's wait and see. We can't get another push up. Because really the level I'm interested in is VWAP. And golden pocket, but this is also an area of liquidity, so this could be an area we get the pullback from. But we have a better level above. We have a better level above. So let's see Cardano. If we do get a move back up into like a Fibonacci level or something. I mean, honestly, a best case scenario for a short entry on Cardano would be this. Take out this low. Even just on the 1 minute. Yeah, take out this low and then retrace. But honestly, to me, all things look bearish. All things look bearish to me. Now, unfortunately, Bitcoin got the reaction from this level here. Now, typically, I don't like the look of this signal on Market Cipher B. I prefer a local divergence, which we don't have. So I think we can get a little push back up here. Yep, I think we're coming higher. I think we're coming higher. We're bouncing from weekly VWAP. Check out our 1 minute again. 1 minute divergence already printed here. Man, you know, we would have hoped to see this up here. We would have hoped to see that signal up here. Now it might fade away. It might not actually still be there by the time we get to the level we're interested in here. Let's put an alert on Cardano if we lose that low. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got about 1,000 people in here. Let's see if we can't get a 1,000 likes on the stream. Yeah, Wendell, we don't have a 12-minute bear div. Not even close, man. Not on Bitcoin. Are you talking about Cardano? On Cardano, yeah, that's a very intense bear div on Cardano. That's actually currently printing. That's printing right now. Yeah, look at this thing. Money flow as well. Alrighty, let's... Man, Bitcoin might not really get that thing that we want, guys, because the longer we stay here, the less likely we are to get that signal. You know? So we just got to kind of wait it out. We got to wait it out. So you see what happened with Bitcoin, right? We had this high, we had this liquidity. We snapped that high with a 5-minute divergence, kind of. 5-second divergence, I mean. Not the best signal, but that's why we're getting a little move to the downside here. Like, nothing's arbitrary when it comes to price action. Nothing is arbitrary. And I don't know what arbitrary means, but I sound smart when I say it, right? Yes, nothing is arbitrary. Nothing's arbitrary. Yes, yes, of course, of course. Arbitrary. Arbitrary. Shout out to Brock Landers with the super chat. Hey Jay, can you take a look at Link? I'm not sure if it's bullish or one more push up. Yeah, sure, we can take a look at Chainlink. Let's go to the 4. It does look bearish. It looks pretty bearish. So you could make the case that we have switched into bearish-ish market structure for like a really good. Okay, so I would either look for one more push up or simply just, man, we've already got that retrace, huh? All right, so Cardano is crossing the level. So now that we've crossed that level, we could wait for somewhat of a retrace. Now we could wait for some kind of retrace on Cardano to like a golden pocket. So, you know, maybe something like this, depending on where we come down to. You know, we could look for some kind of golden pocket retrace. Something like this, maybe. But this red dot hasn't even confirmed yet. Maybe we come down a little bit more. Looks like the 24-minute, she wants to also get some kind of move to the downside, honestly. All right, I'm watching this Bitcoin price because I am interested in what happens at that level. At this golden pocket level up here. Our target, 35K, could be nice. And if Cardano comes lower than this low, I mean, wherever we bottom out, that's where we pull our fib to get that retest. After like a change of market structure, you know, we pull our fib down to wherever we come down to. You know what I'm saying? All right, Bitcoin not doing much. Unfortunately. Yeah, so Chainlink, Brocklanders, it's a little bit difficult. We definitely have top signs here. I would say what makes it really tough is, like, we already basically took out this low, got the retracement, and then got a second rejection. So, like, if you're already short on it, like, what we're looking to happen on Cardano has already happened on Chainlink on the 4 hour. right? We took out the low. We got the retracement into the 786 golden pocket and another rejection. So I wouldn't want to short it here because, well, it looks like the 4-hour VWAP's curving up. I would have wanted to get back to the top of this range somewhere. So it's hard to say. From a day trader's perspective, it's kind of hard to say. Yeah, Cardano looks like she wants to come down more, guys. So she looks like she wants to come down more. I think once the 24-minute dot prints red, she's going to come down a bit more. Maybe to retest 31.85-ish. You know? Unfortunately, Bitcoin did not hit our level. And honestly, that's not what we really want to see. We would have wanted to see this exact thing happen as we hit the golden pocket, so we might have to wait a tad bit more. A tit-tad. We're coming up toward VWAP. Decrease of OI. Cardano getting a move down. All right, let's see if Cardano, if she gets a retrace now. We're kind of waiting for that. Alrighty. Cardano, baby. I think we can come down a bit more here, to be honest with you. So now I'm looking to take out this low and get a bounce from this low. Let's watch it. I'll bet you we're going to come down to this green line and get a little bounce. Watch. Watch this. Watch this. We're going to come down here and do this. Feel it in my bones, guys. Come on, Cardano. She wants to take the low. Come on, Cardano, my friend Dan, who has a car. Cardano. Shout out to Crypto Crow, the #1 Cardano dealer. He's a used car dealer. Crypto Crow, the best used Cardano dealer on YouTube. Dang, come on, Cardano. Don't make me play a fool on YouTube. Alright, well, let's even still now pull out our fib, because we're starting to get a bounce. So, yeah. Idea 1 for Cardano. Idea 2 for Cardano. Idea numero uno. for Cardano. Idea numero dos for Cardano. Alright, well, meanwhile, while Cardano's starting to print a W pattern on the 5-second, looking like she might want to come for the highs, we've got, oh, and by the way, if anyone shorted Cardano when I said it looked super bearish, now's your chance to make money on it if you shorted it, because, you know, if you did short it, you're definitely in a profit. You know? Stop to entry risk-free. On to the next one. If we get the retrace, you could look for another entry. Alright, here we go, Bitcoin. Let's wait and see if we get something good at the VWAP. Let's see if Cardano takes the highs we want to know. And if we take the lows, we also want to know. Shout out to Cristobal, he did. He took the short. Yeah, TP, man. I'm a TP. Alright, we're coming up toward that VWAP. Man, I don't like this. I don't like it. No. We have to wait. We might get a signal, but we have to be patient here. We've got to be patient here. Yeah, we want to hit our target, man. We want to hit our target. This is technically a signal, but it's not at my level, so I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get signals all day, but if it's not at a level, we don't like them. You know? No level, no likey. No level, no likey. No level, no likey. We're looking... I want at least VWAP, man. I want at least VWAP. I want at least the VWAP. Alright, Cardano. She's coming to the low. Alright, Cardanio. Alright, she's coming to the low with bull divs looking... Honestly, I think idea number one's going to play. I think she's going to take the low and get a bounce. Alright, she's going to take the low and get a bounce. Let's go. Cardano. Oh. Yo. Come on. She's starting to print some bullish divergences as she's looking to take 0.3216. She's going to do what we've drawn on the chart. That's what she wants to do. Trust me. I know her. I used to date her. She's a hip chick. Hip chick, baby, hip chick, baby, hip chick. What? Uh-oh. She's pumping. Oh, no. Maybe she's changed her ways since we used to date. Right, so we want Bitcoin coming to the VWAP. We just hit 35K. That's a psychological level. let's check out the order flow. Nothing too crazy, right? That VWAP, that's what we want. We want that VWAP. All right, Cardano just took the low. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Cardano took the high. Dang it, Cardano! Honestly, Bitcoin is looking bullish on all the time frames above the 3-minute. So if we do come to the VWAP, guys, we're looking for literally a scalp trade. Right now, we're seeing the money flow start to come out on the 5-second. We want to see that direction into the VWAP. If we don't see it, not worth it, in my opinion. All right, so Cardano is getting the move up, back up. All right. So we wait for the golden pocket. Perhaps. We're rejecting from 382 on Cardano. All right, Bitcoin actually looking kind of good if we hit that VWAP right now. We get another push up to the WAP. It's looking good. How's Cardano? Okay, so she's you know, she's getting a little bounce right there. Bitcoin's about to hit our target, man. Remember, our target is the white line. Our target is the white line. Go VWAP, baby. Now, unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but I'm shooting for the VWAP. We got to the 618, and we technically do have a bearish div here. But you would never want to short a local 618 when VWAP is just above. In my opinion, it's not worth it. Right? You know? But definitely, if we had seen this at the VWAP, oh, interesting. That's interesting. All right, Cardano looking like she wants to get a move to the upside. Yeah, so you guys see, like, this right here, 618 gives a 0.17% move. I know it sounds crazy, but this is exactly, if you see this at VWAP, see, money flow and momentum is getting lower. On MEXC, that can actually be a profitable scalp. I know it sounds crazy to people, go watch the content I've made about my 5-minute scalping strategy, because we're not making the craziest big gains, but we're locking in tiny little gains throughout the day. Unfortunately, it looks like our VWAP might get front run here. But look, we hit our target, right? We hit our target. So we didn't get the short we were planning for. We didn't get the short scalp we were planning for. But we hit our target, and our target is giving us a reaction. So our TA is on point, encouraging, even if we don't get the trade. All right, I just took a little more profits out of this long over here as we hit our target. So I'm up on this trade, 2,500 for the day. I would have liked a stronger move above here, honestly. If we come down from here, I consider now that we are trading in a new sideways range. Okay? This is now the sideways range with our clearly defined high right here and our clearly defined low right here, which means now we can look for longs at the low of our range toward the golden pocket. If we happen to get a retrace down here, we can look for a move back up to the top of the local range. I mean, really, most of the time, Bitcoin is just ranging. So let's see what happens if this is actually going to be our move down. If not, maybe we get a short from higher. Right? We don't know what's going to happen, but we know where we're looking. We know what trades we're looking for. Gary thinks we're going higher than 35K. Oh, I do too, Gary. I do too. But look, a lot of times we will range, we will retest. Like, so here's my overall sentiment. The 12-minute says higher. The 6-minute says higher, but it also tells us local top coming. Local top coming. Money flow is getting thicker, which tells us higher. About to print a wave, which means local top coming. 3-minute, local top, right? Then we come down to the 1-minute, bearish divergences. Money flow getting lower, right? So it could be a local top. We might get a move down. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm definitely looking for higher as well. That's why I have not taken any profits on this long trade. And I don't plan on taking profits on this long trade until we come back up above 35.5. And I'm not even going to close the whole trade there. I'm going to keep a portion open as well. Because look, I'm not convinced this is the high, but I am very convinced that we're forming a bearish top soon. I don't know if this is the exact high. We'll have to wait and see. It's a good chance it's the high for the week. I'll tell you that much. It's a good chance the weekly high is in after yesterday. Alright, what's Cardano doing? Shout out to Lee for the super chat. Yo, Jason, Jesus Coin and Bitcoin are rising and blessing, so I wanted to share the blessing. Well, God bless you, Lee. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to Aaron G. Super jacked, holding it down with the wrench. Alright, let's check out Cardano. Alright, well, she didn't take the low, guys. She's coming up to the golden pocket. 786. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know. I don't know. MEXC hit 35.03 to the dollar. Yeah, MEXC levels have been respected, right? Look at that. Did you guys look at that? Nah, actually, it didn't hit. It didn't hit. Oh, wait, it hit. You're right, to the dollar. I didn't have it at the exact dollar. Wow, look at that. You're right. Wow. All right, we're at the VWAP. If we lose the VWAP, that means, honestly, we do have a signal if we lose that VWAP. If we don't lose the VWAP, no signal. If we lose VWAP signal, no loss, no signal. That's how she rolls. That's how she rolls. A lot of people longed into the VWAP, shorts wrecked into the VWAP. That's interesting. We gotta lose the VWAP. Can we lose the VWAP, baby? Can we lose the VWAP? Looks like we might not lose the VWAP. We'll have to wait and see. Now, if we pump too high and then lose the VWAP, then we don't have a good risk-reward entry anyway. So, these 5-second scalps need to be very, very selective, you know? They need to be very selective, because if we pump too high and then we lose VWAP all of a sudden, we have to put our stop way above that high, and we're trying to take profits real quick on a scalp, so it's not worth it. You know? But I say we do have the 5-second signal. It is printing. If we lose VWAP. If we don't lose VWAP, well, no signal. And it is 4:11. Shout out to Sam Price, by the way, Crypto Lifer on Trading Wars. Looks good, though, honestly, for a potential loss of VWAP. Let's see what's happening on order flow. We had people long VWAP just below. We're below the WAP. We do have a 1-minute bear div. We got the 5-second bear divs. Now we got some shorts opening up here. All right, back testing the WAP. Let's see what happens at the back test of the VWAP. Looks like we got a trigger and a wave, so, you know. Well, looks like it's a not so good thing here. Looks like it's not giving us the reaction we would want to see. Let's see. Okay, technically this is a signal right now. Let's see, we just put in another high right here. We just put in another high. So this, honestly, for me, this would be a signal. Above this, easy invalidation. Easy invalidation. Low risk. I would tee a P down here. It's not looking so great, but this is the signal I used to trade. The 5-second. So if it's a loss, we know why. I mean, we know why we took the trade. We waited patiently for a signal, which was the higher high at our level, money flow coming out, the local divergence. I have a pretty high win rate with these, but they usually move a lot faster than this one. I'll tell you that. They usually move a lot faster than this, so I have a pretty bad feeling about this one. All right, this is the make it or break it. This is the make it or break it. I have a pretty bad feeling about this one, guys. Money flow's ticking up. This is not what you'd want to see. All right. We're getting the move. Come on. All right. We lost the WAP again. Just a little bit lower is what I want. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Alrighty. Now we move that stop to the entry. Alright. See, I told you guys the 5 second, man. The 5 second don't play, baby. The 5 second don't play. 5 second don't play, baby. See, man, it didn't look good, but the 5 second, man, you don't mess around. I know people think it's nuts. Alrighty. Hang on, my treadmill. See, you gotta wait patient for that signal, then take it. Trust the dang process, and if it's a loss, it's a small loss. That's the thing. It's a small loss. Man, that was a stressful one, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a stressful thing. I'm telling people, 1,000 people, that I'm taking a short scalp over here, and it's not going so good, you know. All right, now stop loss at the entry. We lock in the profit. Now we wait for the next trade. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's go back to our 5 second. It is degen, but it's not degen because it's very low risk. I would have lost like 25 bucks on that trade. I would have lost like 25 bucks on that trade. You know, because our stop loss was above the highs, right? It was a make it or break it. We got the signal here. If we take the high, we get out. You know, very clear invalidation. Very clear invalidation. Whew! I'll tell you guys, you know, I'm going to start doing this live more often, but it's hard to do. Let me tell you, because when you know people are watching you do it, and you know people are following you probably, it's kind of scary. I'll tell you. This is the 5 second time frame we're talking about, guys. Alright, so we're starting to get bullish divs on the 5 second, so, you know. The TP on these types of trades are always going to be the last low, right? So if you're trading something like this, you're going to shoot for the low as TP1. 75% comes out of the trade, let the rest ride. 75% out, let the rest ride. Wow. Turned out kind of good, huh? The 5 second ain't no joke, baby. 5 second ain't no joke. Alright, now let's see if we are going to come down a little bit more from here. Now, we target our next support, the golden pocket, right down here. Next TP on the short, 34,610. Alright, are we going to hit it? Who cares? We already made 160 bucks. We wait for the next one. We've got our long open. We've got our swing short open from higher. It's just a scalp. Alright, let's check out Cardano. Well, would you look at that, guys? Cardano rejected right from the golden pocket. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Wow. Who would have thought that? That's crazy. That's crazy. This is a very long stream. My wife's not home, neither are my kids, that's why. Alright, so look. If you shorted the golden pocket on Cardano, definitely, I mean, see, I'm a low time frame trader nowadays. I would have locked in profits on it. Just saying. if we start to lose this low down here at 32.16, in my opinion, that's a sign that we are going to come lower. It's a sign that we're going to come lower. We have bearish divs across all these time frames here. I thought you got into ADA. I did take an ADA short. I got stopped out at my initial entry when we hit the golden pocket, and then I never got back in. Never got back in. Yeah, I never got back in. This was my initial trade, but I wasn't paying attention. So, I made 460 bucks on it, but I got stopped out at the golden pocket, wasn't paying attention. All right? Paul still has a short on Cardano. Not a bad idea, man. Not a bad idea. We need a 1 minute head and shoulders on Cardano at the macro golden pocket I shorted earlier. Good job, man. Good job. That's the way to do it. Stream is 3 hours. Wow. Jeez, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. Tons of longs just closed. Interesting. Man, look at this rejection, huh? Should have put more on the Bitcoin short, huh? But honestly, the higher time frames don't look very bearish to me. So let's see. Oh crap! What happened? I somehow took profits on this long, huh? You guys see this? I somehow closed out a big portion of my long trade. How did I do that? How did I do that? You guys see what I just did? Somehow? Oh well, I mean, I can't scoff at a 3K profit, but what the heck, man? I thought I had like $70,000. I must have taken profits on the long instead of the short. I must have taken profits on the long instead of the short. Well, dang it, Jason! You know, walking all day for 3 hours on a treadmill, sweating and trading? You're going to be making some flopping and groping mistakes. Sheesh. Shout out to Magic Internet Money. Yeah, did you take that short on the show? I took it on the 5-second time frame. And I didn't think we were going to get this big of a drop. I didn't think we were going to get this big of a drop. Let's see if we can't add a little more into it somewhere. Nah, I shouldn't be getting greedy, guys. I'm not going to get greedy. Alright? I'm already short. You know what? I can't be mad about this day. Alright? 3K. I took a few scalps today. I took the Cardano scalp. I took the short last night. The long this morning. 3K, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang, it's been a really good day for me. I'm not going to get greedy. I think I'm going to head out, guys. It's 4:30. I should probably eat something. I should probably eat something. Yeah, I did set take profit 2 for the short, but maybe I set it for the long by accident. I don't know. I don't know what I did on that. Huh. I don't know what I did on that, guys. Oh, a giveaway. Did we get the comments on the video? Did we get the comments on that video? Hang on. Let's check it. Check it. 1,500 comments on the video. Yes, we did. All right. All right, guys. We're going to do a $1,000 giveaway. All right. We're gonna do a $1,000 giveaway. Whoa, I almost tripped on my treadmill, guys. Flopping and groping. Man. What's 2 plus 6, everybody? 8? Is 2 plus 6 8? All right. All right, let's pick a random winner. Major says free Palestine. All right, Major, shout out to you. Major. At Major1. I need you, Major, to go into the chat and just type in your Tether address. Make it your Ethereum network Tether address. Tether address. All right. Make it your Ethereum network Tether address. Shout out to Major. It's a fake channel? No, it's not. People don't have videos on their stuff, man. Why is everyone saying fake? What the heck? Why is it fake? How is it fake? There's no videos. I'll bet you 99% of you have no videos. All right, Major, shoot me your address in the YouTube chat, man. All right, now Cardano's taking that low. Man, I wish I had gotten to that second short there. But it is what it is. Alright, I don't see Major in the chat, so Major, if you don't get to me, we're going to pick someone else. Alright, I'm giving you 30 seconds, man. Or at least let me know you're working on it. Alright, Major, you got 10 seconds to tell me something. Alright, we're picking another winner, guys. Alright. Alright, we're picking another winner. All right, crypto. Guys, chill with the 8s. What the heck is up with these numbers in the chat? What's up with the 8? Stop it. All right, give me your ERC20 address. Oh, they're bots? Oh, they're bots. I see. What the heck is going on? Crypto, you in the chat? All right, I don't see you in the chat, Crypto, but it's really hard to watch the chat here. Man, this is crazy. All right, Crypto is in the chat. You know, look, guys, I don't know what's going on, but all right, Crypto, I see you, man. I see you right here. Crypto, what's your ERC tether address, my friend? I don't know if I can enable slow-mo during the stream, Thor. Yeah, I don't think I can do it during the stream. Crypto, did I get it? Let me see, man. Crypto, I don't see it, man. Send it again, bro. Just spam the chat with it, man. Oh, man. You know what? I tried to do a giveaway. Look. I can't do it, guys. I'm sorry, man. You know, you guys want to ruin it for everybody with all this crap. All right. I'm not doing it. All right. What the heck is going on with all this? Sheesh.